Alright, so you got yourself a phone, maybe you've had it for a year, year and a half, and it's really, really slowing up on you. There's two reasons for it. I mean, it can be that you've just clogged the phone up. There's so many different apps, or it can be your SIM overloaded. And remember, the companies do, when you're getting updates to your phone or your they're doing putting APK files in to clog your phone up. So maybe you got your battery going flat continually. You put it on the charge, straight after it's charged, you try to go online and within an hour your battery's gone flat or something like that. Now, I've found that, well, 90% of the time the battery's not actually buggered. It's something to do with the phone. So, first things first, let's say your phone's on go slow, or maybe you bought one of these stupid smart N12s. Of course, I had a Hawaii Y6P, brilliant phone, exactly what we're recording this on. Now the battery was going flat every half an hour or hour, and of course once I actually took out the SIM, reset the whole phone, there's actually nothing wrong with this phone. But the problem was I put the 1NZ SIM card in, and every time I went to go online, it kept saying, buy an N12, buy an N12, and it just kept making my phone go completely flat all the time. But it wasn't just that. It was things put in the SIM card and too many APK files, things like that. Things put in to basically slow your phone down because they want you to upgrade. They want you to keep your phone forever. They want you to keep buying new ones. So anyway, I actually advise don't buy the Vodafone N12 or Smart N12. It's a rubbish phone. I mean, go back to like the Pixie 3. It's about the speed of that. I mean, the Pixie 3 might have even been faster. But anyway, let's go. I'll show you to speed these stupid phones up. From brand new, they go slow, like you see here. Turn it on. But let's say you're on the go slow. Your first thing you want to do, you'll see here, taking ages and ages and ages and ages to load up. All right, now she's in. But there's two things that'll slow it down as well. So let's say all of a sudden, okay, let's just see, we'll go into, we'll just go into settings, see how long it takes for the settings thing to load up. You'll see here, we're counting the seconds. Right, should we go and do storage? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. There you see, just go slow, go slow, go slow. Right, so you'll see the out of memory storage. Notice that total 1 GB, available is 414, so we're already using over half the memory. Why? That's right, so we're going to show you certain things, clean things up. And internal storage, well, you'll see the available is not much left. So I'm going to show you ways as well. If you put a SD card in, I actually advise when you're downloading extra apps, put them on the SD card and don't clog your phone up. That's going to help heaps. But let's just say you are actually, you've had your phone for a year and a half. We'll go with that first. I think your best option, of course, you're going to reset phone. So you go into your system, click into advanced. You'll see I've already got developer, but you'll see the reset options. Of course, that is one way to do a reset your phone, but I actually don't advise that. I mean, I actually think your best option, especially if you've had your phone for a long time already, make sure you take any important apps or back them up to your cloud so you can get them again, or you actually use your laptop, your computer, and take the apps off manually and then reinstall them manually later on, or just blank them all together and just do a complete refresh, which I actually think that's your best option. Just do a refresh. Don't even worry about keeping the old ones. Just dump them out. Take a note of what apps you really want. So the first thing you want to do is actually turn your phone off. As I say, this is only for people that have had the phone for, say, a year and a half, things like that. My advice is actually to blank the whole thing out. So make sure you're taking all your photos and anything of importance out of there. I'll just wait for this. Right. So now normally on phones, some are different, but your bottom volume key is normally the escape button. Even on the circuit board it will have ESC written on it. So you hold your power button and hold the bottom volume. Sometimes it's top volume, but normally it's the bottom volume. All right. Just keep your hands on both of them, the power and the bottom volume. on this one it was actually power and top volume. Alright, so you want to press your top key for searching and your volume button and your bottom key to accept. So actually we don't even want to be going into this one. This is actually for when you connect to your computer, so this isn't actually the menu. I want to get up the other one. That's right, we'll bring this one in. You see here, so this is actually for when you're in your computer for fixing things. I won't get into that one today, we just want to get into the other menu. So while you're on that screen, hold your power button and press the up key on your volume, and then you'll get into here. Alright, so now what you want to do is scroll down using your bottom volume key now, and your top volume key is going to be your accept. Alright, so we want to go down here. I mean, if you have got anything, you know, if you do understand ADB, download it as doing it for your computer, or doing updates from your SD card, or you know, change your operating system, things like that, you can go ahead. But for you that don't know any of that, the best thing for you to be doing here is the wipe data factory reset right there. So you hit that bugger there. As I say, make sure you've got all important stuff off your phone, and hit the up button right now, and that will do a complete factory reset and put it right back to what it was like when you bought it from the shop. And then reboot your phone, and now we're going to some other settings. Now, I mean, if you find that pressing the up key doesn't do the accept, sometimes the up key does go back up, like with this phone it is, which is brilliant. So to do the accept, you'll press your power button. Alright, so I'm just going to do reboot, because I actually don't want to do a factory reset. I've already done that with this phone. So we're just going to go reboot system now. And now I'm going to show you to speed things up if you have just on the go slow. So now that's fixed anybody that's had, you know, if you've had your phone for a year and a half. Now initially, if you turn it back on and straight away your phone's still going flat, I'm going to show you one other thing to do as soon as your phone boots up. And what you could do first is take your SIM card out. So when this reboots, when you've done your factory reset, take your SIM card out and just see if your battery's still draining as quick. Now if you put your SIM card in and all of a sudden the battery's draining quick, that's what we're going to sort out right now. Once this boots up, as I say, these are go slow phones. I don't advise getting the Vodafone N12 myself. Alright, so let's get into here. You see the phone starts taking ages and ages. That's just these phones. But I mean, if you've got other problems, it will do the same thing. Right, so the first thing you want to do, you'll see here SIM toolkit. I mean, if it's not there, you'll go into your settings and you can find it in apps. So actually, just for interest, let's just show you. You can see how slow this is going. I'm going to show you in a minute. This will be going super fast surely. Right, so we want to see all 49 apps. Go all the way down to, there you go, SIM toolkit. Click on that. Alright, so now we're in here. We're going to the advanced. Where are we? Mobile data. Now you'll see there's storage and cache. Now remember, this is only, as I say, if you've turned your phone on and your battery seems to be lasting fine, and it's only once you put your SIM card in, or you get down to here and just clear all your storage and clear your cache. Because it could be an update, you know, company could have put something on your phone to try and make your phone go shitty, so that way you're forced to go and do an upgrade your phone. Alright, clear cache, clear storage, and delete blah blah. Now, as I say, this is not something you want to do just out of the blue. Only if, as I said, if you find you've turned it on, once you put the SIM in, that's what's flooding your battery, making it go flat, then go ahead and do that. Now, next thing, If you find that you've actually put everything back in, right, we've done that reset and your phone's not going flat now, it's all good. Now, but you find as soon as you turn on the internet, that's when the battery drain comes in. Okay, there's going to be a couple of reasons for that. So we're going to fix that as well. Okay, your first thing you want to be checking is actually just go into your settings, go down to about phone. No, sorry, not about phone. That's not the one we want. No. Go up to mobile data, sorry, up here. Network and internet connections. Oh, oops. Network and internet. Quick, back out of there. That's the wrong one, sorry. Back out of here. Nope. God, this bloody phone. That's what I'm talking about these N12s. That's right, so by the end of this thing will be going better. But the N12's a bit of a... Oh my God. See how slow it takes? Anyway, we're going to go right down the bottom. Oh, out the settings. Come on. Should have shown you how to quickly speed it up first. Right, we're going to about phone. What we're going to do here, as I say, if you're finding you're going on the internet and the battery's going flat extremely fast, there's going to be two reasons for it. Go to SIM status. You'll see here signal strength. See, minus 110. So at the moment this thing's working overtime to get reception. I'm in a real shit reception area. Right, and actually let's just turn on internet. Okay. There's signal strength 114. So what you want to do is just walk around your house or wherever you're living and just find where the best spot is. I mean, if you find you've had to put it too far away and it's in your garage or something, well then that's when you can use a phone like this one I'm recording with, and use this solely as your internet connection, put it as a hotspot, and then use your other phone here in your house to access this. And that way you're going to have a better reception. So for instance, let's move this around a wee bit. Right, and you'll see there, right now on one of my windows it's gone down to minus 89, minus 91. So now we've got a heaps better signal strength. But you'll see there we're not on the, sometimes depending where you are, which area, you might be jumping from 3G to 4G. So right now that's gone on to 3G, and that's why our signal strength's gone great. But that can be another option as well, another fix. If sometimes in communities everybody's on 4G and the whole thing's clogged up, so you can manually select 3G on your phone, and even though it's like twice as slow for downloads, things like that, than 4G is, you see there it's just flipped to 4G, but we're at minus 113, which is quite slow, but considering 4G is twice as fast, well not quite, but let's say twice as fast than 3G, at minus 113, you're probably still going to get a better connection, better download speeds, and use it as a hotspot better than having it on the 3G. But as I say, if you are finding it is slow, you can manually go in and then select and actually put it on the 3G network. And the reason it's going to go a bit faster possibly than your 4G, as I say, if everybody's using 4G, it's flooded. If you go into the 3G, no one's using it. So if no one's using it, you're going to get faster internet, aren't you? Faster speeds. All right. So basically, make sure you got good signal strength, because otherwise your phone's working overtime because it's trying to get that signal strength. Now, if your signal is shitty, I mean, you can get aerial boosters, etc. for your area. The other thing, if you are going to use that, let's say you just want to use that solely as your hotspot, you can get a stick, or you can put something up on the roof and actually put it up on the roof until you find the best spot when it goes down into minus something else. So I'll move that slightly a bit more. Let's see if, and literally it only takes a little bit of movement, all right? So we might find there, you can see there it's gone worse. Just let it sit for a second. But we're still on 4G. But as I say, if you want the faster one, we can manually select it, because that's another thing that can chew your battery as your phone's continually going 3G, 4G, 3G, 4G, and then you find that your loading times are slow because it's trying to load, let's say, something on the internet, your page, but at the same time it's going, oh no, I'm going to use 3G. No, I'm going to use 4G. And it can be a right ass. So I'll show you another way to see there we've got it down to minus 108, and all we've done is moved it, what, a few hundred mil from there. Alright, so that's a much better for 4G than what we had before. We can maybe we'll go a little bit further. No. So you can find your sweet spots, as I say. So anyway, now we're going to go into these other settings. So we're going to back out of all here. Now just to speed your phone up, well, actually we'll go back into about phone. Alright, go down to build number and hit that 7 times, blah, 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 blah. And you'll see there, no need, I'm already a developer, but hit that about 7, 8 times, I think 7 times by memory. Then back out of here. Some phones will be slightly different where your developer options will be. But normally it'll either be in, it could be in your update page or anywhere up here, but we'll go into here, system, we'll go into advanced, and there's our developer options. Alright, so here we're going to speed up the phone. As I say, I've just told you ways you can speed up your internet. And as I say, if you find that, because this is a shitty phone, so let's say you've got a shitty phone, well, it's the processor. So no matter what you do on the internet, it ain't going to go faster. I mean, I'm going to show you a few things here to help. But initially, if it's still too slow, just bypass it. Use this as your hotspot only. Find the primo spot for it and use your backup phone, like what I'm recording with right now. And just use a hotspot and do your internet through the phone or through your laptop, computer, whichever, and you'll get instant speeds. So it just goes to show you it's not actually your internet connection. If all of a sudden you use that as a hotspot and you connect to it and it's working straight away, you know that the slowdown is your phone, not your internet connection. All right, and that, with this phone, well, in my eyes, it's a shitty phone. Well, anyway, we're going to speed this bloody thing up a little bit. As you've seen, like the load times have been pretty slow. So earlier on, actually, I won't get into ADB and all that. We don't need to know all that. Where are we? Actually, I might just change that to 64. Don't have to do that one. You can keep that as the 200. Where are we? You see here I've got Wi-Fi scan throttling on. It's meant to improve your network performance, so that's one you could flick on. And we're going to keep going down. Keep going down until you find animations. Alright. So it's going to be a couple of different things. Right, so here, Windows animation. And this is if your phone's slow, you're trying to load pages and it's not loading up. So two things you can do. Go to 0.5 on each one of these settings and see if you've got any, if you're improved enough where you're liking your phone now. If you still feel like you want to put a hammer in your phone, well, the only other option you can do is go to the 0, animation off. Okay, so I'm going to do that with this one. We're just going to go animation off, animation off. All right, now this should be going. Once we do a reboot, I mean, even now it'll be going faster. Okay, what else do we want to do? Right, now here, background processes. Now initially, if you've got a shitty phone like this one, it's only got a real slow processor in it, you don't want lots of background apps, background processors going, because it's struggling even to give you your foreground process. So my advice, I mean, you can turn the thing off completely, which is going to be great, but sometimes you've got something in the background like you want to be doing an update. But in saying that, I'm going to tell you another thing that slows your internet up, and that's auto updates. Of course, every time you flick on the internet up here, every one of your apps is going to go, do I need an update? 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 And that's when you're finding you're going, oh fuck, I'll go and make a cup of tea and I'll come back. Well, and that's the reason. It's because every single one of your apps is looking online and it's trying to see if it needs an update. And then if it does, it's giving you the update. So I'm going to show you another way to be doing it, and that's not to be letting auto updates do it. Just do it yourself. You can either turn auto updates off completely, or you can just go and do it once a month. I suggest doing it at least once a month, but and then it's only once a month. You got to worry about it. But if you're actually fine with turning it off and you do it yourself once a month, well, that's the other better option anyway. Right, you'll see here, I'm just going to put one here. All right. And there's another thing you can do. This will speed up your phone as well. Don't keep activity. Destroy every activity as soon as the user leaves it. Okay, so that can help as well. But can be a pain if you're on a page and you just want to flick back into it. It's the activity. Things not going to be there. All right. Now this is the other thing I suggest. Say your phone's not getting clogged up. I mean, you think of your laptop and that. As soon as your hard drive's full, your computer's going to go slow. You know, and you're always suggested to have at least 10 to 15% of your hard drive, you know, or your storage drive, you know, what it's running with, it should have 10 to 15% empty. So if you find your phone's really full, that's going to be another problem. So here, force allow apps on external, all right? So I suggest, and especially if you've already done the reset like I showed you before, I'd click that on, and then that way all your new apps that you put on your phone previously, they're now going to be on your SD card. Your phone's not going to be clogged up with them, all right? And get a fast speed SD card. Don't get a slow one. Make sure it's got a good read-write speed. Okay, and basically that's all we need to be doing. I actually haven't got an SD card in at the moment, otherwise I would be doing that. Let's see what else we need to do. Oh, here, login level. Now if you've got any of them on, turn them off. You don't need any of that on, okay? That's for developers. I mean, that's why we're running a developer option. You know, that's to find debug, that's to find problems, all right? You don't have to worry about it. Make sure that is off. You don't need that, all right? This is going to slow things up for you. And not only that, each time it does the logging, it's filling up your phone, filling up your thing with all these little log files, all right? Well, that's us. Let's get out of here now. Pretty sure that's us. Allow screen. No, show. We don't need any of that. No. We've done all that, Blah, 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 blah. Just, yep, alrighty. So now we're going to go out of here. Click out of that. Alright, sweet. Now this phone's going heaps quicker. Let's just see, like before. Remember, we counted about 5 seconds before this went in. Look at that, instant. Bang, bang. Everything's instant now, you see? So now we've just sped up the phone. So the Vodafone N12 is now, well, still not the best phone, but it's going to be a hell of a lot better than it was. All right. And even your internet speeds and that, as I say, as long as you do what I said before, you go right down to your bottom here, about phone, go down here, go to, oops, where is it? SIM status, and just make sure that your signal strength is all good. Otherwise, it's just going to be keeping on doing that thing, you know, flattening your battery, trying to keep your reception. Now, the other thing is I was telling you about 3G. Oh, Christ. It's all right, we'll go to here. At least everything's working fine now. Oh, we'll hit the home button. Oh, I'm hitting that button. Oh, back. All right, it's not going to let me. There we go, back. God, these phones. So even this one here, the screen's actually not lined up properly. I'm hitting back button and it's hitting up here. So I think I've actually got a phone that's got faults to it. You know, from the factory, this has had faults because I'll click something and it'll click a different spot. But anyway, we've fixed it up. We've fixed the slow process. And as I say, one more speed up you can do, if you, and especially, I mean, if you find you're out country, you know, this could be something that's going to help you. Oh my God, sorry. All right, so we want to here network. Okay, you're going to your data here. Now you'll see here we've got 4G calling and all that. Okay, so what you want to do now, as I say, this is only if you find your it's just flicking non-stop 4G, 3G, 4G, 3G. All that's going to do is flatten your battery and give you a shitload time. So if it's struggling to get 4G, just dump it out completely, turn that off, come down here, preferred networks, and just go to 3G and 2G. All right, well, actually not 2G, just go to that one, 3G only, and make sure I do it. I'll just show you right here actually. Right, let's go out of here. Another thing that can speed things up for you is actually in advanced. Make sure you actually select your actual provider. Choose network disconnected. Oh, oops, hang on. Where are we? Alright, turn that back on. And we'll put that next to the window. You hear that thing going diddling, diddling, diddling. Of course, that's it trying to select network 1NZ. Right. Right, in a minute we'll get there. Now you see here, choose network. Let's just see. So we'll click it over to 3G. Let's just see what it picks up on the 3G. Now this could take about a minute. Sometimes it can take 2 minutes. I'm just going to pause this and come back once it's loaded. Oh, it's already loaded. Shows we have made this phone go a lot faster. Right, so what we want to select is 1NZ. Okay, connected. Now we go back out of here. Right, so what we're going to do is go back into settings, go back down to about phone, and we're going to go to SIM status. Let's see what sort of reception we got. Beautiful, look at that, -89. Alright, what about an internet page? Can we load a page? Let's go to Chrome. Okay, now that's on the 3G. As I say, 3G is slower than 4G, but it may be faster. Well, you see here, development. Oh, and we'll go new tab. Let's see, what should we go to? Oh, actually, yeah. But you'll see there, so we're loading pretty quick. Actually, we'll just show you. We'll go into YouTube, see what happens with YouTube for a second. Now, remember, we're only on 3G, but no one's using it. So if you've got ship reception on 4G, it's flicking backwards and forwards. This is the speed up for you, all right? You see there, so we're already loading. Okay. For instance, like, let's just see for load time to actually play the video. Now I'll flick it back to 4G, and I'll show you the difference.
I saw this guy make most people's monthly
salary.
salary.
So you see there, it's loaded pretty quick. Right, so I'm just going to go back out to the settings again. Right, we're going to settings. Where are we here? Now, so like we had these all open before, so you don't have to re-go back into them, or we just press your square button and bring up all your boxes you see there. And that's just a quick way of going back into everything that we've done. So we'll just go into this one. Okay, now we're going to flick back on 4G. All right. And here, 4G. Okay, we'll give that a minute. I'm just going to flick the internet off for a second, flick it back on. Right, so now we're on the 4G. Let's see what sort of, you'll see there, -113. Now remember on the 3G we had -89. -89 is brilliant, especially for where I am. You know, the higher this number is, the shittier reception. You know, if you're getting -118, 120 something, I mean, you're really in the shit. So you're going to have to go back to using the 3G. But just see how it runs. All right, so now we're going to go out of here again. We'll click onto this. We'll just see how quick this loads up again. We'll get a, right, we'll go and use YouTube. Oh, get that clear again. All right, so you see there. So initially, oh, the hell is this brought up? Alrighty, see how quick it loads.
You thought it was bad with Hitler.
So you see there, the 3G was actually,
you ain't seen nothing
yet. There wasn't much difference between load time between the 3G. And, you know, 3G is meant to be twice as slow, but as you've seen before, our 3G loaded just as fast.
Help others find truth. Support
So that's what I was saying. Even though we had -89 on 3G,
if you've ever heard that a third temple will be rebuilt for the return of,
so we had that.
Was bad.
You know, we had the 3G going pretty quick, but you notice on the 3G we had -89, so it went in really well. If that had been 3G at 113 like 4G is, it would have been shit. Would have been sitting there loading for ages. All right, so that's the difference. 4G is sort of, I mean, I wouldn't say, I mean, yes, we'll say twice as fast, even though, you know, I'm probably not quite 100% on that, but and that's why at -113 the 4G was still working pretty good. As I say, the main thing is to make sure you look at that reception, see where your reception is all the time. Just remember it's at about phone. Go to your SIM status. You might have to look for it. Sometimes it's not. I mean, this is just the Vodafone N12. It's there. Just make sure your single strength's like that. I mean, if you're at 4G and that's reading -120 and 190, 120 something, you probably are going to find flicking back to 3G is going to help. Alrighty, so hopefully that's all helped you. That should have made everything super fast. Now I do advise on one other thing, and well, two other things, and that is number one, in your settings, go down to system updates, software updates. Make sure you have updated your phone. So we'll go check for update. Your software is up to date, brilliant. And you'll see your settings. All right, go into settings, and you'll see there you've got auto download on your phone. That's probably on. All right. So I mean, I turn that off. You'll see here I've got auto check updates monthly. But I mean, if you are onto it enough where you're going to remember, you can just do this in your own time, so that way it doesn't, you might find once a month it ends up doing it right when you're wanting to do something important with your phone. So if that's the case, you're better off going into here and go never. And then you make sure that you go in here once a month whenever you know that you don't, not worried about interruptions or it going slow, and do it yourself. All right. So just go out of here now and out of here. Now the next one you want to do, as I said, when you're going online, automatically all your apps are going, like each one of these apps, when you go online, if all of a sudden, you're still finding there's a bit of a clog up before you can get online, it's because he's going, do I need an update? 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 All the way through every single bloody app you got. And then whatever ones need an update, they'll do an update. Well, look, get rid of it. It's just a piece of, well, you know what I mean. Right, so we're going to Play Store. All right, what we want to do is go into your, whatever your name is up here, top right, go down to the bottom where settings is. All right, and you want to go into, or is it general? Can't remember now. Accounts, automatic archive, preferences, notifications. All right, so turn all them off. We don't want any of that. Accounts. Right, so you see you go into your accounts and device preferences, and you'll see there, clear device search history and clear wish list. All right, so clear them. To clear them, you just got to click on them and then go clear. Okay, and the same as that one. Yeah, clear that. Okay, now we're going to go back out of here. And network. Alright, now you see there, network preferences, auto update apps. Alright, we're going to turn all that off. You don't want any of this, okay? It's going to slow your phone down. So you can also have a preference here over any, ask me every time. So I'm just going to put over any network, because we're going to turn off auto update, which means, once a month or once every few months, do an update yourself. So where are we? Auto update apps. We're going to turn that off. Don't auto update apps. Thank you very much. So now when you go online, each time you click online now, it's not going to have that go slow, because all the apps aren't going to go update me, update me, update me. Right. So hopefully I've done that a bit relaxed for you. I know it's taken a wee while. What are we up to? 33 minutes. Don't normally like doing too long of things on these, but I've just covered every single aspect of your go slow off your phone, and how to speed a shitty phone up, and even how to speed your good phone up, to get rid of the clog ups and everything like that. All right, so now if we go out of here, I'll do a reset with the phone. Let's see how quick Shield boots up now. All right, we'll do a restart. Just to make this video go a little bit longer, isn't it? You're like, oh man. But I mean, you don't have to watch the rest of this little bit, but I mean, yeah. Actually, I'll just pause it for a second. Well, I don't have to. We'll just see how quick it loads up, eh? So now we've basically done everything we can to make this go fast. All right. I mean, initially, it's not going to make much difference to your initial load up speed here, because that's all going to be the same stuff as to load up. But once it actually gets into phone, remember before clicking into phone, it would take a while before we could use it. Now it shouldn't be like that, because the processor and it's not having to work overtime to make all these other things run all the time. Right, so we're in phone. Put in the password. Right, phone is starting. And she's already got the internet on. We want to turn that off for a second. Let it load. See, it's all pretty instant. Now we're going to load internet. And let's see if we can get onto internet pretty quickly. I mean, we've just booted the phone up. Normally this would be going extremely slow. Alright, so let's go into new tab. Alright, let's just see, for instance, right, Alright, so we'll see how quick it takes just to load up an internet YouTube. Alright, let's press enter. And then I'll do the app as well, show the difference. Okay, so we've got YouTube. What have we got here? Okay, oh, and we'll go YouTube, click that. Oops, click that. It's not liking that, is it? So that could be like right now, I haven't checked. I should have lined the phone up better for the reception. We might be sitting at that 119 mark or something again. Alright, so we've loaded up YouTube here, but this is for internet. Alright, you'll see that's taking a while, so the best option for me would be to go back to 3G and then see how quickly that goes again. Alright, so I'm just going to delete this for a minute. Go out of here. I'll get rid of everything. Oh, that's why we still had everything loaded up from before in there, so it wasn't going too bad really. Right, so we'll just use the YouTube app for instance. Let's see how quickly this takes to load the app. Now remember, we've blanked everything on the, so first setup, when it first loads, it might take a little bit longer, but then each time you click back into it, it should be a bit quicker. Alright, let's have a look here. We'll just click on a video to see how quickly one loads. Good.
What
Okay.
What your intention was.
So we've got another ad coming. Bloody YouTubing's that day. You've probably got heaps you're watching on my bloody video.
Well, here we are on this planet. Can I do that point?
Alright, so
Our planet is moving away from our sun at 6 inches a year. You guys know that.
so hopefully that all helps.
Centimeters a year.
Alright, so let's
Our
go out of
planet
here.
is pushing away from the sun. So, in less than half.
Right, so hopefully it's sped up your phone, and especially if you've got a shitty phone like this N12 thing. So you'll notice here, we've been doing a lot of this while I'm feeling the back of this. I don't know if you've noticed whatever the percent was when we started. So we're down to 78%. So we've used 20% since we started. The back of this is really hot, and that's because it's really trying to get that 4G. Alright, so what I'm going to do is quickly go into here. We'll quickly delete the things we just showed. And you've seen before, how long it took for things to load up. So, since we've gone through this all, I'm showing you bit by bit. We may as well show you again. That way you've got it drummed in exactly how to be doing things. So let's go into our settings. And we're going to network. Okay. Where are we? That one. Okay, what we're gonna do is flick this off over into the over to 3G. Okay, so we're going to go 3G only. Settings and responding. Doesn't like that it's going faster than it ever has. Oh my god. Right, set data limit. No, we don't want any of that. And actually, that's another thing. If you do have a data limit thing, that can be an issue with your internet as well. You see there now it's going biddling, 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 out of reception. I'm out country here, so this has to be up on a window. So I'll just flick this back onto the window. Otherwise, it's going to just clog the phone by going diddling, diddling, diddling. Now, somewhere on here, you have actually got data where you can change the yes, I'll reset date. Okay, that's just for that. No, set data warning. No, we don't want to set the data warning. Let's look at your data. Set a data limit. Your phone will turn off mobile data once it reaches the limit that you have set. Blah blah. Okay, so you can do that if you're actually not on a unlimited internet plan. You'd be wanting to do this. And the good thing is, if you're not on an unlimited internet plan, all the settings I've given you to turn off auto updates, you'll find that your internet's going to, whatever internet you have purchased is going to last you a lot longer now as well. You're no longer using mobile data. Okay. So now we're going to turn this off because, yes, of course, I've way overused it. Well, we're at 11 point something GB. The data warning there was set to 2 GB. And I'm just going to change this while we're here. And we're going to make that 200. I don't really want to I don't need a limit because we're on unlimited. But anyway, so I'm not going to set data warning. But yeah, sometimes you have got another setting we can change percentage. Where is it? Oh, battery is where we want to go. So let's get out of here. Go to your battery here, and battery saver. Right, you see there? You're going to go into your battery issue. Does it go blurry for you? Okay, we'll go back here. Right, so we're in battery. So we were here before. Hit battery. Go to battery saver. Set a schedule. Okay. So you can go based on percentage, or you can go no schedule. But I bring it down. Yours is probably going to be up here somewhere, around 90% or something. Just bring it right down. If you find that still hasn't improved it that much, just click no schedule. All right. I might just do that. So we don't enter a battery saver now. All right. So battery saver turns off when your phone is at 90%. No, we don't want that either. So if yours is showing that, make sure you turn that off. Because of course, battery saver, what that does, that one of the first things it's going to do is your reception boosting. It's going to get rid of that because it wants to save your power. So it's not going to be trying to log onto your internet continually. But we want it to. And especially if you're out country, if you're struggling for internet connection, all that sort of thing, you want to do what I've just done here. Either put it down to 20% if you want to do it on percentage, even 5%. Actually, we might even go 10%. But you can just go no schedule. All right. But it's actually what I'm going to do on this one. No, we should add a little bit of battery saver, just so it doesn't run out when we're using it. So go 10%. That way you get a little bit of a warning, and your phone's not going to turn off instantly. It will hit battery saver and give you that last 10% of power to sort out getting the charger together. Righty, so now everything should be fine. And of course here, that's right. If you do find, after everything we've done, you should be fine now. But let's say after a few months you find something's happening again, you can go into here and find out what's actually draining your battery. Okay, and there's nothing here draining it. You see here, we've cleared everything out. So we've got no draining things here. All right, so best of luck with everything. Hope that helps. So leave a like, subscribe. There's plenty more hints and tips on computers. I'm doing mod chipping, all sorts. We've got a range of different things in the video list. So, how to fix Kentuckys, how to fix motors. There'll be ones on hydrogen cells, just plenty of different videos. So if you want to know a range of different knowledge, you want to learn how to fix different things, check out all the different videos I've got there. It could be something there that helps you out. So don't forget to leave a like, so that way other people get to benefit from this video. I realise this has been a bit long, but we've done this in a slow rate, so that way it's more understandable for you. A lot of you that already know a bit about phones are going to be probably pissed off that it's taken so long, but I've done this so if you're a newbie, you know nothing about phones, you were able to follow it and get to all these settings, because we had a lot to go through. We've done every single thing that you can do to speed up your phone, your internet, the whole lot. Fix your slowdowns, fix your batteries getting drained, everything. Now, if you do find after we've done all of these settings that your battery is draining extremely fast, turn off your internet and see if it's still happening. Obviously, it's not going to drain as fast either way, but if you're still getting quite a bit of drain even when it's off, your battery is buggered. But I'll tell you now, out of 90% of phones I've owned, when they're chewing through the battery, it's been through fault of the updates, or something they've downloaded to your SIM card. Obviously, as I say, they don't want you to keep your phone forever. They want you to keep buying them. That's what this world's about now, isn't it? Buy. Advertise, buy, purchase this. But anyway, so hopefully that helps. Leave a like, have a good one. and enjoy your new fast phone. At least now you'll be able to get into things and, well, actually, let's just see, for instance, let's go into Play Store. Now, remember, we're on 3G right now. We changed this back to 3G. So, what was that? 2 seconds. And we're in here. Okay. So, I'll quickly flick it back to 4G and just show you the difference now. As I say, out country, though, you're probably better off just sticking it to 3G because it's not going to do 3G, 4G, 3G, 4G, because that will flatten your battery also. Right. And remember in the settings here, so just go into network, go to your mobile network, and go right down the bottom, go to preferred network, click 4G, and we'll go 4G calling as well to improve the calling. Alright, now we're back out of here. Alright, bam. Right, we'll get rid of everything now. Let's clear the whole thing. Now we went into Play Store before. What, took 3 seconds before it or something. So let's click it now while we're on the 4G and see what happens. 1, 2, 3, 4. So actually probably took a little bit longer on the 4G, you see. And it shouldn't do, because 4G is twice as fast. But it just goes to show the reception difference. I mean, your 3G is going to travel, especially out country, it's going to travel a bit better to you than the 4G. But then, you know, if you're going 4G, 5G, you're better off having 4G than 5G. 5G doesn't go through walls and it don't go through trees that well. Alright. So don't forget to leave a like, get this bumped up. This will help others. I know it's taken a long time to get through it, but hey, we've had a lot to fix. But we've fixed every single issue. Have a good one. Enjoy your phone and enjoy your faster internet.